Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm back with building unsupervised machine learning project, and it is iris flower classification, and also it is part 4 video. And in the past part video we successfully build our model and we fit it into the algorithm or the model, but I think I did not explain the code because I don't have time to do that. So but in today's video I'm going to explain it, and if we got time we are going to continue more than that. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, I'm back, and before I do that, let me summarize what we did throughout every part video. Okay, we just imported the libraries, and we load our data, and we divided our data into feature and label. We're not going to use the label while we fit it, but we just need it for testing. And before also we do that, we also replaced the df. We can change the order here, doesn't matter. The memory we're going to know that, so we just change it these strings into numbers. And then also here we just visualized to see how it looks like. And then also we did not drop off the ID. Let me just did quickly because I explained that, but I think I forgot to do that because this is just the ID. It does not going to affect the data. So, and then also let me change this one. Let me delete it because after I remove it we are not going to out the first index, this one. Okay, to remove it we can do at the same time here, get the df dot remove. I think okay, delete, I think. Okay, you know what guys, I'll come back. I forgot which syntax is to use to remove the column here. I'll come back after I figure out. Guys, I'm back for late. Okay, I mean, you're not gonna wait me, I'm just gonna cut the video. But here what we are going to use is drop. This we're going to remove the column. Okay, and then after we did that, we can just pass the column name, and the column name we want to remove this one. So I'm going to just copy and paste it here. And then also we need to specify the axis to be 1 or horizontal. So if I run this one, as you can see, it just removed and it printed out. But let's just also in placement to be true. Okay, and just say true. And if I run this one, now we successfully remove it. Okay, let me just restart it and let me run on, just to be clear. And we don't need this one because it will going to take too much space. Okay, Now after we did that, we can just plot also if you want, and let me show you the difference between the first one. In the first plot, we have the ID, but this one does not have, and I think we could it doesn't take that much space, so we could leave it. Okay, now let me explain this one. What we did here is we just here before we do that, here we import train test split, and we split the x value and the y value. We don't need the y value for training the x mean, but we just going to use it for testing. And then we can also instead of train and test, we can just okay, now this is the problem. I think we don't need x train and y x train and test and train, because we can fit every data into the model. And let me explain that why. Because after we fit into the data, we don't have to anything the algorithm. Okay, after we fit the data into the algorithm, the output not going to be the label that is in here, so we can fit every x value into the algorithm, and then while the output is known, we can just compare it with y value instead of xy training test data. So y will going to be the test, so we don't need I hope it does make sense. If it doesn't, I hope it will going to make sense while we are building, or you can just search, look up in another video. Okay, now I hope you understand why we don't need a test and split method. Here from scikit-learn cluster, we import k-means. K-means, how the k-means is work. Let me explain how the k-means is work first. The k-means is we are going to randomly choose some point. Let's say we randomly choose this one here, and the dot will going to be upgrade every time for everything to be centered from this data, every data. So it's probably going to be somewhere around here, right? So this will going to happen when the number here is 1, but if the number is 3, we are going to create 3 middle point, so that will going to be 1 over here, and 1 probably here, and 1 here. I know this is not a good explanation, you have to watch in another video, but I'm just going to give you some overall view. You have to learn this algorithm in deeply in another view. So overall, that's what k-means doing. If we say 3, this x will going to be the data, so the data is these columns. Let's say the data is only have 2 features, this one and this one. So what we're going to do is, if we specify the number 3, we're going to try to make 3 number middle for each. So that's what we do, and we did that like this, and we run this one, and that's what we are now here. So I think we can just also predict some data. Let's say model dot predict. Okay, I'm sorry. Dot. Okay, we got some error. I don't know. Let me run this one. Okay. You see, this data it looks like for model. Okay, I think to predict. I don't know how to. That's just passing number 7. Let's say. Okay. Alright, guys. I am confused right now. You know what? I will come back after also prepare to explain this topic before I go and make some trouble. So I hope see you next part video. I hope see you there. Goodbye.